CWELL came about through meetings with organisations and NGOs to draw up a plan to empower people that were working within the community to get a diploma so they could further their work experience. The Wellbeing Way is a book that we produced for isolation and loneliness during COVID-19 lockdown.
The biggest issues for us here in the South Hill community were the older people. Detachment, loneliness and isolation. The CWELL participants interacted with the older people. As part of that, they'd created a book of beautiful images of Limerick that helped lift the spirits of the older people, but also had lovely poetry and health and well-being tips that supported the older people during the pandemic.
The intervention really came out of the active living module, which is part of the CWELL programme, and the idea was that people would look at their own health, look at how they could increase their activity levels, and then how they could do with their families and with their communities. And they brought that into the Wellbeing book, and then from that they devised activities that they could share with their communities.
The Wellbeing book helped me a lot, I have to say. My friend Geraldine gave it to us. The tips in it to keep my mental health together was great. The physical activities, so that I used to do a little bit of exercise at home, so I wouldn't be sitting down all day. The photographs in it was terrific, and it helped a lot of people. I'm grateful for it.
So this type of learning approach is very, very beneficial to the students. They're invested in it because they've been consulted, they co-designed the assignments, the learning outcomes were agreed with them, and because of that they were very committed to the process. They were also, I suppose, empowered to encourage other people to take part in the programme because they felt that they could take the skills that they had learned and share them with their communities. And we see a very tangible application of their knowledge and fulfilling their learning outcomes through the Wellbeing Way book.
It built my confidence, it gave me the empowerment to see that I can do these things, that I have the ability, all the skills that I've learned over the past 2 years in this diploma, I can now bring back to my friends and my neighbours and everybody that I know within this community. That's the most important thing for me.